Right now you're hearing the pattering of rain from Platt's noise generator going through rings. And I'm loving this sound. I want to sweep this frequency knob as well as the structure. The structure is giving me some really cool sounds in here. So right now we're just going to be plugging in all of these different LFOs from the Batumi. Let's see. So anyways, I didn't even say good morning. Good morning, everybody. Right now, we are experimenting with our theme. Let me write that down in the chat. So right now, let's mess about with our You know what? I'm going to just start recording this. I'm going to lay off the I'm going to lay off the reverb on beats. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just start recording this end, kind of as our rain. Hey, what's up? Hey, Bonch. What's up, EDP Beats? Right now, I'm trying to make some rain sounds with a noise generator running through rings and a bunch of LFOs going in to modulate, and then all of that coming out through beads. Because today's theme is you're in a thunderstorm. This sounds more like a light rain to me, but I'm just trying to record some of this, and we can add some effects to it later on. How's van life going, EDP Beats? Bonch. This guy, EDP Beats, is a producer here in Hawaii, and he's got this awesome van with his studio in it, and he just goes around the island and has the best views from his studio. We're getting kind of experimental now. All right. Okay, so I'm going to increase the density of my little cloud grains here in the textural synthesizer, and this might turn into our thunderstorm. Okay, I think we've got enough textures over here to last us at least through today's jam. But I'm liking the crunchiness of that. It's kind of cool. Analog life. I mean, these are digital modules, but they do have that analog feel. I don't know, Eric, if you're familiar with Mutable Instruments, but they're actually a French company. And Emily over there makes some great modules, although I heard Beads was going to be her last module, the one that I have right here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Just in the nick of time, because I just touched... I guess I'm having some connection issues, so I lost a signal on the right-hand side. But okay, here we go. So we've got all of that. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah. We'll stop it there. And I don't need this to be in any kind of rhythm or anything. But what we can do is, maybe I'm going to add a delay. So even though the signal is not synced up with my beat. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this Echo Boy in. Yeah, it is a different world altogether, and I'm still exploring it, which is the great thing about modular. I don't know, at least for me, it's like half the time, it's happy accidents. Actually, more than half the time it's happy accidents. I really don't know 100% what I'm doing sometimes. So I'm going to just add some echo, and I'm going to ping pong this. Give it some saturation. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use an LFO, and I'm going to sweep this echo time. And that's going to give us some really cool, interesting textures in the back. So let's do that. So the way I'm going to do that, luckily with SoundToys plugins, all of the parameters are already mapped. I just have to map the echo note. And I think maybe we can do this every quarter note? No, that's too fast. We'll sweep this through every bar. Now, and you can see this thing just kind of going nuts. It's a little bit too much for my taste. I'm gonna... It's a little too deep. I'm gonna... There we go. I don't know if you can hear this very well. But we're getting some cool little rain type effects. This is going to be our kind of running throughout our jam today. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit too fast. Yeah, let's go every 4 bars. All right. So we still have not... Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to reconnect this. Nano control. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we haven't come up with the key or scale yet. Although I'm wondering, maybe let's see what tempo we're in. Let me come up with a new kick. Let's use the 707. I can't get enough of the 707. Especially when it comes to this TR-8S. Fantastic. Let's use a 707 kit today and make our thunderstorm a throwback wave. Yeah, all 707. So this is just a regular old, yeah, the 707. We do, man. The 808 is the best drum machine of all time. And it's always fun to give a number out to a musician. It's the 808, and I actually, on my Google Voice, I have a 909 area code. And that was on purpose to find something in 909. So I have an 808 and a 909. But now I need to find a 707 number, because that has quickly turned into my new favorite drum sound. What are you using? You're using are you using that 404? The SP404, I think I saw you you got one, right? Yeah, definitely. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep this running. Let's find a good tempo. Let's go up a bit, because this is supposed to be like a thunderstorm. So right now, this is the Pro 1. This is going to go well with this drum kit, just in terms of like a synthwave kind of feel. Let's find a scale. Let's try something new. Hey, EDP Beats, I saw you got a push 2. So I'm gonna just, what do you think of it? Is it, do you like it better than your push 1? Let's go through some of these. I think maybe we can use an exotic. Something like that. Let's use that as our baseline. So I just used Ableton's capture feature, and I think all we have to do is loop this part right here. I'm a little off. Oh yeah, I'm way off. Oh, you know why? Let me quantize this. Okay, this is way off, so I'm just gonna re-record this. capture that, which is on the push, it's just the record button and press new, which is this little shortcut. Or you can press on the little camera up here. And of course, let's quantize it a bit because my playing is way off. And let's open up the scale. We're just in C by Rov. And I'm gonna make a little skip over here. Okay, let's see if we can move this down an octave. I think we might be at the limits of the Pro 1. Let's see. No. Oh, we are. Okay, so what I'm gonna do actually is maybe we could let's change our scale. Let's be an A. I'm gonna add a little more release here. Okay, turn off that metronome. So right now this is using the Pro 1 over here. Oh, sorry. Run the master through the 404 FX. How does that sound? That's the perks. Love the push too. Yeah, it's so great. It's such a great upgrade from the push 1. I mean, I also like the feel of the pads a lot more. Oh, yeah, because I know, man, you push that push 1 to the max. We can have like a little experimental jam today. Okay, I'm going to modulate the pulse width with the LFO. There we go. Maybe we could use this as a lead. Yeah, let's use this, and then we'll maybe come up with a nice bass line. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that the push has been out for 13 years. Or over 13 years. That's crazy. I bought my push 1 in maybe 2016, 15 or 16, and then like half a year later, the Push 2 came out. But I got good use out of it. Okay, let's go ahead and record this in. I'm liking this little quirky loop. Add a little bit of okay, that might not work, but add a little bit of that fifth chord sound to it at the very end. And all I did was detune the oscillator 1. I'm thinking though, maybe we just take well, I'll keep them both in for now as we compose. But I think, you know what? Let's use the Pro 1 again. And I'm now going to change the, this is the beauty of an analog synth like this, is that with no presets, it's kind of what you get is what you get in that moment. Oh, wow, I'm getting some. Oh, I'm getting some velocity type. Maybe we can, maybe we could sync the oscillator up. And you can tell my tune is out. I'm way out of tune. Oh yeah, let's do something like that. Oh, that's what's happening. Look at that, because I've got something else going in there. Okay, well, I got one loop in there. So let's just make this a 4-bar loop and not do anything fancy. Oh, and I've got my, I'm going to take off with a glide. And, oh, it's because... There we go. This is such a very, yeah, throwback type of track. But the Pro 1 is my favorite for bass, and I'm starting to appreciate it more for some of the lead parts as well. I have to explore it a lot more, but I mean, it's definitely my favorite sounding synth, and I always wanted the original sequential Pro 1. But this Behringer version is absolutely fantastic. At least for me, I can't really tell the difference. Okay, so let me, since we've got two different parts, I'm just gonna let this record just as is. I'm not gonna do any anything with the filter or any modulations, at least for the first maybe 16 bars, and then we can try and get a little crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh man, sorry if you're wearing high impedance headphones. That filter is really screaming. There we go. Okay, so we'll keep that. I'm gonna make a duplicate of that. Although, wait, let me call this Pro 1 Bass 1, or A. And then this one, I'm gonna just, maybe I'll start, this one will be this last 16. Okay, good. We're on. So we got two different parts. There we go. And since we're on the bass tip, hey, by the way, Eric, I contacted Detroit Modular and they said, yes, there's something wrong with my TT303. They don't have any more in stock, so I have to figure out what to do. because they wanted to just swap it out, but I don't know, it might be a while till they get them back. And of course, I'm leaving. Oh, cool. Salut, Eric. À bientôt. But yeah, they wanted to send me a new unit, but they don't have any more left, so I have to kind of figure out what to do with this. I wanted to bring this. Je vais le porter en France pendant ma voyage. Alors, j'espère que le TT303 va arriver avant que je parte. Alors, à bientôt, Eric. Great seeing you. Let me know where you're driving to. One of these days we have to hook up. I want to see, because I saw your van when it was all empty. So one of these days I'll drive out to wherever you are, and I want to check it out. Okay, let's bring in a VST here. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this. So something like that. So we're gonna just go with these 40 plus bars that we've got. There we go. Okay. A little late there. Late there too. Late there. See, my playing is not the best. Early. Bring that over here. Let's bring this up. Like that. All right, Eric. Have a good one. Yeah, let's make some music. Yeah, that's good. We'll keep that up there. Okay, now what I want to do here is I'm gonna start bringing this second part. Let's see if I can, oh wait. Let's see how this will sound. Okay, let's use that. Let's see if there's anything we can do with pigments to make this sound a little bit different, because this is my default preset called 8-bit crystals. I had tweaked it a little bit, but I'm wondering if we can sweep through the waveform. Actually, you know what? Let's change this up a little bit. In fact, this is sounding a little too modern, given the type of drum kit and you know, just having the Pro 1 in there. So I'm going to use a Jupiter. Let's find something using an old 80s synth. That might sound good. Let's try some of these old Jupiter 8 factory presets. Oh, sorry. Something like this. Let's see how it... Oh yeah, you know what? Just this traditional sounding Jupiter 8 patch that we tweaked just slightly. let's see what kind of waveform we might want to use. Yeah, let's just use the pulse or rectangle. I'm going to find... I'm gonna detune it. Okay, now we gotta listen to this again because I can tell that I was leaning on the reverb of that pigments patch to mess with my timing. And then this one, actually, let's give that some space. You know, I should have just quantized this by eighth notes. And I still can, but then it's going to mess up that last crescendo. Okay, well, there we go. Let's record this in dry, and then I'm going to add some effects to it. Let's see how it sounds in context as we record. So the way I'm doing this is I've just got this MIDI track here linked with this audio track, so all I have to do is press record, and it's going to record whatever's in that track. let's add some delay to this now that we have it all in audio. I'm gonna add, what's the one, not RC Color, what's the one made by Arturia? I just hopped on a live stream with Arturia and Plugin Boutique. They were talking about their granular effect. Super awesome. I don't have that one, but same guy worked on, his name is Francois. Oh, I think he worked on Tape Mellowfi. That's what it's called. Let's take a listen to how this might add to that old school feeling. Let's listen to just. Oh yeah, that adds, it takes off a lot of that high. Let's add some wear to this. Okay, and this is a cool thing. We can stop this at the end of every what do they call that? Sequence. So the tape stop, I'm gonna configure. Hey everyone, are we back online? So I just want to see this. Let's see. I want to look at this at medium. Too much, huh? Okay, so this is what's going to have to happen. I'm going to have to bring the Echo Boy on the other side of this so that we can still have some ringing out. Let's see. There we go. That's what we'll do. How about this? Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Let me quickly check. I'd like to see if I'm still online on YouTube. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're still on live. There we go. So, okay, good. Looks like things are working. Okay, so we've got our little lead part. I think we're gonna let the TT303 rest today, because I want to stick with this kind of analog theme. So let's bring in a Moog, a Prophet, and then the radio. I don't know if Dalian VCO is on, but that's always a fun part to mess with. There we go. Scratchy or not scratchy pots, but bad cables. This is what happens when you try to run cables across a room, even though this room is small. Let's make an arpeggiated pattern. I'm going to change. Yeah, let's stick with one oscillator. Maybe a little triangle wave? No, I like the sawtooth. Let's stick with this square wave. Yeah, let's use this. Anybody else like Vince Clarke? Okay, I'm gonna just start recording this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's so many filter sweeps, I'm not quite sure what's doing what. Okay, so we are heavy on that right side, aren't we? That's a fun little jam. Let's see what we got here. Then we might have to move some warp markers. Just a little bit. All right. Okay, we've got a lot going on in some of the same frequencies. So So I think I'm gonna just bring in a little, even more bass, just because I like this. Okay, let's play this in real time. So here's the thing, that is very velocity sensitive. So I don't know what the difference is between very velocity sensitive and just velocity sensitive, but you know what I mean, right? So with this, I'm going to bring that down. I want it to be more of a subtle kind of bass line. Let's just record this in. Okay, this is what's happening. I need to also change the velocity of these notes here. I want it to be more subtle, and in fact, let's just make it boring and all of the same without too much dynamics. I'm going to use the filter cutoff to alter the dynamics in a more even way. We'll do 30 bars of this. Okay. And this is a thing. Okay, let's not mess with this. Okay, so what we're going to have to do here is maybe we will start. It's a good thing we got that last half. There we go. Okay, let's go for the radio now. Radio stations offline. Let's get to AM 1710, my favorite. This one's just called Witch. Okay, it doesn't look like anything's gonna be playing. I guess this song is just called Witch.
Folks moving west in 1790 took along maple saplings to plant, homemade tools they could use to build boats when they got there. Boats were about as important as horses in 1790. Most of the towns were built inside a fort, since the Indians didn't especially like all this pioneering that was.
I climbed up the chimney. You climbed up
Let's
the chimney?
use this.
He reminds me of a parrot I once killed. I gets into my sled, but right away I have trouble with my reindeers. I yells, up, dunder, up, blitzen, up, dunder,
Oh,
up,
this is,
but they don't move. I go over to one reindeer and I whisper sweetly in his ear.
I don't know about this. This is kind of
I whisper
comedic.
sweetly in the next reindeer's ear.
How about Japanese? Let's see what we have. Oh, no, it's offline. This is a meditation station. Classic books.
If things eternal may be like these earthly. Here, a great archangel shakes the creation. Tears, the strong pillars of the vault of heaven, breaks up old marble, the repose of princes.
Let's use
Sees
this.
the graves open, and the bones arising, flames all around them.
Sounds a little
Hark,
religious.
the shrill outcries of the guilty wretches. Lively, bright horror and amazing anguish stare through their eyelids, while the living worm lies gnawing within them.
And I think we can
Thoughts,
definitely
like old vultures,
stretch
prey upon
this
their
sample.
heartstrings, and the smart twinges when the eye beholds the lofty judge frowning, and a flood of vengeance rolling afore him. Hopeless immortals, how they scream and shiver, while devils push them to the pit, wide yawning, hideous and gloomy, to receive them headlong down to the center. Stop here, my fancy. All away, ye horrid, doleful ideas. Come arise to
Okay,
Jesus.
we'll get 30 more
How he
seconds of this,
sits
and we're just going to
godlike,
stretch it
and the
out.
saints
And
around
maybe,
him
you know what we
throne
can do
in
is we can
adoring.
add
Oh,
like
may
a
I sit
vocoder
there when
to
he
it or
comes
something.
triumphant, dooming the nations. Then ascend to glory, while our hosannas all along the passage shout. The
Oh, cool. Okay, so we got the next.
The Apology by Anne Kingsmill Finch, Countess of
Oh,
Winchelsea.
interesting.
Read for LibriVox.org by Craig Allen. 'Tis true I write.
Okay, cool. Well, we just got that last bit. Let's bring in both of these, and then let's quickly take a listen. Maybe at this point is where I will stretch out this sample. Okay, let's see what this sounds like.
screaming and shiver, while the devils push them to the pit, wide yawning, hideous and gloomy, to receive them headlong down.
Yeah, I'm liking that. Let's go with that. Let's also add in some RC color to that. It's also going to add a nice retro vibe to the whole track if we add in some of that like vinyl noise. Or, oh, retro game. Let's see. It's all digital. It's a little too digital for me.
While the devils push them to the pit, wide, yawning, hideous and gloomy, to receive them headlong down to the center.
I'm just changing the noise in the back.
Stop here, my fancy.
Some vinyl?
All the way.
Oh, I see. It doesn't get activated until... Oh, it depends on the... Yeah, so let's keep that studio then, and then...
How he sits. Tears, strong pillars of the vault of heaven, breaks up old marble, the repose of princes, sees the repose of princes, the graves lead open, and the bones arise in flames all around London.
Okay.
Hark, the shrill outcries of the guilty wretches. Live, bright eyed horror, and
let's bring in
replica.
It's the great delay by Native Instruments.
Thoughts like the gold prey upon their hearts, and then the smart twinges. When I behold the lofty judge frown out, and a flood of vengeance rolling before him. Tears, the strong pillars of the vault of heaven, breaks up old marble, the repose of hopeless mortals. How they scream and shiver.
Let's see if we can... Let's see what happens if we add a little bit of robotic sound to it.
Receive them headlong down to the center. Stop here, my fancy. All the way forward, doleful ideas. Come arise to Jesus. Sit.
Okay. Yeah, just added some space to just kind of make this fit within those 55 somewhat bars. All right. Let's go ahead and make our little retro jam. Although, you know what? We didn't do anything with the drums yet. Let me go ahead and save this. Okay, I have to remember, we are April 14th. My God, it's already mid-April. Everybody do their taxes. It's due in the US at least on the 17th or 18th, I think. Usually it's the 15th, but I think they're giving us the weekend. Bye, Rob. We're at 124, and we're using that 707. So you are in a thunderstorm. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I've got a great thunderstorm sample actually that I made in Myanmar. Let's see, well, not made, I recorded it. So I think this is, I think I've already sliced this one up. I have the full one here. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this into its own audio track. And well, let's listen to that first. We've got some time. I don't know how long I've been on right now since the disconnection. So I have to figure out, you hear monkeys. Oh, there we go. There's some thunder right there. I wonder, maybe I have one already here. Oh, sample's offline. Let me see if I could reconnect it, because I think... Okay, good. There we go. So it found the sample. Train, oh, that's train ambience? No, I wanted this thunderstorm. Myanmar chanting, fast golden rock. This is the one, thunderstorm. But it says, darn. This is from 2017, these clips. So let's see if I can, maybe they were just... Okay, let's see. Okay, I've used that before. So, unfortunately, I don't think I have that thunderstorm. Let's go ahead and skip through this and see if there's anything if we could find a... Watch your ears here. There we go. So it's actually, all of these peaks are thunder. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, that day. We had to take shelter under this open air temple. Lucky for us. Okay, so I'm just actually going to take this and we can loop it. And actually, what we'll do with this audio, since there's so much in the background, I mean, we could always like find a sample, but I always think it's fun to use something more personal. So I'm going to let this loop. I'm going to put in an RX. Okay, so not the best. It actually sounds like someone moving furniture, but in the interest of time, let's bring in an echo, like a canyon. And then I'm gonna lower the pitch. Too much, huh? because what we can do now is we can just bring that thunder in maybe during the break and during the intro, and I think it'll go well with our simulated rain. I'm gonna just crop that clip. And then I'm gonna also add even more. I'm gonna add, we'll add a reverb. Although this echo has a reverb on it already. Let's see. Yeah, it's nice long thunder. Let's go down one full octave. Oh, that'll be a good intro right there. Okay, so we got our thunder. Now, let me just click save. And I'm gonna also bring in my drum track over here. Let's program a little 4 on the floor. I'm gonna just make 4-bar loop here. Okay, let's just record this in. I think I might be peaking. Oh, no, we're at -2 decibels. Okay, I'm only going to record 8 bars of this. Oh, and didn't record anything, actually. Of course, you need to get the MIDI input from the right source. There we go. Okay, I'm going to clear out this, and now TR-8S is simply a sound module. The velocity on these hi-hats, I'm going to add a range. I want to make sure that these percussive elements don't come on the kick or the snare. Okay. I think we got everything. Sorry, everything is quite loud. I think it's time to bring all of this into session. Sorry, out of session and into arrangement, and we'll put this little jam together. And my goal usually in this mode is to kind of let each part kind of shine, because when I go back and listen to it, I want to be able to pick out each part and say, hey, maybe these parts would work on another track, or maybe I should finish this track and have it become, you know, a single or part of an album or something. So that's what this exercise is all about. So let's listen to each part and we'll label them. That's our drums, it's already labeled. This is our, I'm going to call this frenetic Moog ARP. This is our Prophet bass ARP loop 281. This is our main bass, and then this is our, this one I'm gonna recolor, lighter. Maybe these could come in because we've got some really crazy high resonant elements right here. Right here. So maybe that could come in during a break or something. So I just pressed save because I'm going to move some of these around. I'm going to bring track 6 down closer to my thunderstorm. And okay, so we've got
tears, strong pillars of the vault of heaven.
That's our sample right there. This one right here, I'm going to move this actually up to close to the other Pro 1 part. This is one of the first elements we made, which is we kind of made a little lead pattern here. This was going to be our bass line, but then we moved it up a bit in tone, and then I'm going to cut this. That was my poor attempt at retuning, but okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and call this Pro 1 lead pattern, and then so I'm not confused. I usually keep my bass in bass in blue. B blue. That's just an easy way to remember. I'm gonna make this green so that I remember. Even though it's a Pro 1, it's actually on a higher register. We already listened to our samples here. Here's our VST, which is our lead. I'm going to call this our Jupiter 8 lead plus FX. And maybe I'll also move I like keeping maybe some of those vocal chops at the end. Okay, so this is kind of our main part, and this one, I'm gonna move this now. It won't come in until we have a break, maybe at the 24 bar mark. This is our rain ambience that we created with the noise generator from Platts going into rings. And then we had Batumi and Pamela's new workout modulate, well, almost everything with rings. And then rings came out into beads. And then we added some of those fun little cloud grains in there. And then we also added a little bit of this Echo Boy, and we're adding a little LFO to the echo time. So I'm just going to call this rain ambient. This one is just our thunderstorm. I'm going to EQ out a lot of that low end because it's going to just make everything muddy. And we actually don't even need any of this high end either. Let's do that. Okay. And this is going to be clipping, but that's fine. Let's turn this into make it complex. Okay, so this one, I'm just black because it'll stand out from the rest. All right. Let's put this together. I'm thinking we start with that little thunderstorm with a little bit of vocals and with this rain ambience, and all of these other things don't come in until a little later on. Let's go ahead and, well, let's see what this sounds like. And then, yeah, this bass loop won't even come in until the end. So just at the end, everything kind of just comes in. How about we do this? Let's bring
Tears, strong pillars of the vaulted heaven, breakest of fallen marble, the repose of princes.
Yeah, maybe the bass line could come in here. I don't know if that's too much, too fast.
Tears, strong pillars of the vaulted heaven, breakest of fallen.
Okay, let's make our first break here. I want a very long intro. And actually, it's going to take up almost this whole first sample. And then we can get kind of cut this second sample up. Okay, let's see what this sounds like now.
Tears.
Maybe this is a little too loud. Let me...
Tears. Strong pillars of the vaulted heaven, breakest of fallen marble, the repose of princes. These, the great freedom.
I'm gonna bring this jam down to maybe a little slower.
Great freedom.
Take it back, 120. Maybe right here. This one. We can go back up to 122. Okay, bring this thunderstorm back in. Okay, this will be kind of a longer-ish break. And break one. We don't want that to be too crazy. Okay. this. Break 2, and then we actually let's see. Okay, this is what we do. This is getting a little sloppy. That's okay, though. And then end break 2 here. Then here we'll have an outro. Then I'm thinking we could bring another thunderstorm. This one could, and then actually we'll bring one again here, and this one could be pitched even lower. This is going to make everything very washy in that low end. I'm hoping that that can be kind of fixed with ozone. Although we shouldn't really rely on I'm hearing some crackles on... Oh. Because I hear the 303. Okay. Turn that off. Do we bring in another? Yeah, we bring in another thunderclap. Okay. Maybe a little bit of a snare roll here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, to make this snare roll, I'm just going to select all. And actually, maybe for this first one, it's just these claps. And then this one right here will be our snare, actually a snare and our there we go. Okay. Well, we said we were going to do make this a little bit experimental, and we did that. Let's smooth this out real quick. And maybe one last... just a little bit of housekeeping, which is just kind of making sure we don't hear any super abrupt stops on certain elements. Let's see how we are on our levels. All right, well, let's just record this in. I'm going to turn off my mic now. Actually, I'm running out of batteries. It's on red. So I'm going to turn this off, but I'm going to loop this last part over here. And I'm going to put an instance of ozone, and we're going to just see. Oh, let me also add some excitement to this last part of the baseline. I just like building some of this excitement until the very last outro. It gives it a nice, I don't know, feeling of relief if things are kind of building up. All right, so I gotta turn off this mic before it dies. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for tomorrow's Friday already. Oh my gosh. And it will be officially mid-April. Time goes by too fast. Thank you guys all for hanging out again, and we'll see you later. Aloha.
Tears, strong pillars of the vaulted heaven, bring a simple marvel, repose the prince, steep